All right, looking at BABA going into next week, March 19th through the entire week, and there maybe a week or so afterwards. Did really well on this in the beginning of the week. Took a shot of a lotto on Friday and didn't work out at all. It actually decided to move right at the end of the day up into our targets. And sometimes that happens, and sometimes on Friday, you look back and you go, I should just rolled into next week, right? But again, we play with profits and some of those profits were lost by rolling into lottos for Friday. So going forward, though, we expect a little bit of move here. We're above the 61.8. It's already pushed up into basically the 60, or sorry, the 88.6. Remember, once we're above here, 88 point or 85% chance of probability we're going to hit our 88.6, which is 202. So that's your next target going forward. And then obviously we want to get up in here to test the all-time high. But before we get too anxious, I like to break into these boxes and say, okay, well, what is my first target in here? For me, typically it's 23.6 and then the 50. Okay, so that would be 202.94 and the 50 be 204.05. So T1, T2, let's move this over here. And we're going to move this right in between these two guys. All right, so I'm going to give you a line that's about right here. Let's go ahead and move this. Remember, any kind of targets I give, I like to get out a little bit before them. Okay, don't be greedy. And then T2, so let's say T2 here, T3 being up here. So T1 is going to be here at 202. So maybe first target on approach would be 201.90 or 201.85. And then T3, I'll mark this later, right here at 206. Now I want to break this down even more. If we're bullish the name, where can we get in starting tomorrow? Well, I need to see the candle pattern going into the morning, and so I can update this. But for right now, we got this huge stretch of retail, I guarantee you, that pushed this up maybe to the end of the day. But we got a buy zone down here. And this was a great play, by the way, on Friday. This was our entry here in the room. People got long here at the 197.44 and pushed up into 200.5 by the end of the day. So not bad. I want to move this guy, and I'm going to give you guys a little move. Expect a move here if we can get into this zone here. This would be where we want to add. Okay, now this can change. So for instance, if we already hit 88.6 in the morning at 202, we'll probably gap up here, and you're going to see this is speculation for right now. And I will update with a picture in the new watch channel here, okay? But I could tell you right away if we gap up in the morning, you're going to be looking at an add somewhere in here. So this could be like E1 here for entry. That's what the E is, guys. Okay. E2 would be right here. And of course, like I said, this can change, so we'll wait until morning to update. But just giving you a little bit of speculation here. We've already figured this one out, right? Now I'm gonna leave this on here, but I'm gonna go ahead and delete the old E1 if I can. There we go. Just in case price wants to come back into this zone, which is very common as well. So E1 being here, speculation is that we hit this pre-market. We'll see though, futures are looking sort of grim. Um, but who knows, right? We have hours and hours before we open back up here. Those are our targets going forward. Anything past the all-time high here, let's go back to a weekly chart real quick. There we go. Anything pushing out of there, we'll do a Fibonacci extension just for psychological reasons, right? We want to give you something out there. And that would be pretty easy once we get there. But let's hit those targets first, and then we'll go from there.